Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the topic about audio and sound. This topic covers the medium of sound and how to use it in multimedia projects. Sound and music are all around us and they shape our experiences. Recording and acquiring audio will be discussed, as well as its various format. Audio is another word for sound recording, meaning the reproduction of sound in all its forms. We regularly listen to a variety of recorded audio such as music tracks, podcasts, news stories, advertising jingles, TV soundtrack, and audiobooks. We tune in for all sorts of reasons: entertainment, relaxation, education, work, and so on. Audio intended for multimedia can be broken down into three primary categories: sound effects, narration, and music. Sound can be used simply to draw attention or set a mood, or it can synchronize to animation and film, explain concepts, and provide voices for character personalities. Sound is energy that we perceive through our sense of hearing. Sound energy is transmitted by means of air pressure as a delivery mechanism. Tiny fluctuations in air pressure are interpreted as sound. We are able to hear and understand sounds because our eardrum vibrates when a sound is made. This sends a nerve impulse to the brain, similar to other sensory responses of seeing, tasting, smelling, and touching. When transferring audio to the computer, pressure waves that result from sounds are converted electronically by means of a microphone. Computer sound cards convert these voltage changes into digital samples. Two primary characteristics of sound are amplitude and frequency. Amplitude, normally called volume, is the power of a sound. It is the strength or loudness of a sound. So the higher the amplitude wave, the louder the sound will be. Amplitude is measured in data bits, 8, 16, 24, or 32, which determine the level of sound quality. The number of bits is also called the sample size or resolution. The higher the bit depth, the better the sound quality. The frequency is the number of times each second that a sound pressure wave vibrates. Many wave peaks in 1 second of sound reveal a high frequency and a higher sound. Fewer peaks represent a low frequency and a deeper sound. The measurement of frequency is how many cycles occur per second, which is also called hertz. Sound files are measured in hertz, which means per second. So 44 Hz is 44 samples per second. Kilo is thousands. So 44 kilohertz is 44,000 samples per second. For example, for CD quality sound, music needs to be recorded at 44 kilohertz, 16-bit stereo. Analog to digital. Any sound we hear is essentially an analog signal. Whether it's a human voice, live music, or a car horn, analog sound is a continuous, endless flow, as opposed to digital sound, which is non-linear. Two channels designate sounds as mono or stereo. Mono sound is a single channel, and stereo is double, correlating with the left and right speakers. Audio is recorded by using digital audio recording devices that translate sound waves into digital code. In other words, sounds become numbers. Sound that is digitized is also called sampled. Sound samples are made up of binary digits or bits. The computer converts these samples into bits so that it is compatible with digital technology. Sound can be digitized using a microphone or synthesizer. Analog to digital converters, or ADCs, are electronic devices used to transfer an analog audio signal, as with a microphone for instance, into a digital one. The audio data is then stored in the computer or an external drive. Sampling is the process of converting analog sound into digital sound. A higher sampling rate will result in a higher quality sound that closely reproduces the original with a more accurate pitch and tone. The Musical Instrument Digital Interface, or MIDI, format is used to encode computer-based music. It is essentially electronically synthesized music generated and manipulated on a computer. MIDI files are typically smaller and take up less storage space than standard waveform audio because the format uses digital command sequences to describe the musical score, allowing for greater editing flexibility. Audio file types. Two of the more common file formats for audio are AIFF and WAV. These have been in use since the early days of Apple and Windows operating systems, and neither one compresses the sound. They are still available and in use today due to their universality and compatibility, as well as their familiarity. They are easily recognized as sound files. MPEG-3 or .mp3 is a format originated with the Motion Picture Expert Group, which is widely used for web audio and portable media players. It compresses file size and optimizes audio for fast downloads. Multimedia is not complete without audio, as it is an integral part of the product. Sound that is part of a multimedia project comes in many forms, such as ambient background music, speech or voiceover for educational purposes, and effects or noises for user feedback. When sound is used as voice commands for tutoring or instruction, it can be helpful, but it may also be overdone. Providing a mute option is essential since some do not appreciate the added sound, or they are trying to remain inconspicuous while using the material. Special sound effects can be included for feedback when a user clicks something, or to let the user know something is taking place or about to happen. Sound in multimedia is reinforcement for the user, similar to the function of animation, which is used to draw attention, explain things, and give feedback. Sound effects should be planned carefully and used consistently. They should reflect the primary theme of the multimedia program or website and coincide with the graphics to which they are associated. A sound that is asynchronous with a visual is confusing and inappropriate. It will not likely sustain interest or facilitate learning. I hope this video can help you to understand the topic of audio and sound better. Till then, till we meet again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.